Okay, so this is the relationship between a function and its inverse from a graphical perspective. If you have the graph of your function, f of x, the graph of the inverse is going to be the mirror image over the line y equals x. So if I think of this, what's the mirror image of when I flip that over this part here is going to go right here. And this part here is going to go over here. Yeah? So if this is f of x, this line would be the graph of f inverse. Why does it work that way? Well, notice, let's say this is the point, I don't know, 4, x is 4, and when I plug it in, I get a y value of 2. Okay? So in other words, f of 4 equals 2. But remember with inverse functions that we talked about in the last video, when I plug in my x value into my function, what comes out is the y value. When I plug that y value into the inverse, what comes out is the x value that I started with, right? So in other words, in general, if f of a is any x value, is equal to b, when I plug this number into my inverse, f of b, f inverse of b, what's going to come out is the a value. This means that the point AB, when x is a, y is b, the point xy, AB, when AB is on the graph of f, when I plug in x, this is my y value for the inverse. That means BA is on the graph of the inverse. So, if 4, 2 is on the graph of f, that means 2, 4 is on the graph of the inverse. Yeah? And when you graph such a relationship, 2, 4, 4, 2, 5, 7, 7, 5, when you do that, you get this mirror image over the line y equals x. So that's the idea. That's why the relationship, the graphical relationship between f and its inverse works the way it does.